All right, apparently Giannis got some help last night. The Bucks made 2 trades. They sent DJ Wilson, Dante DiVincenzo, who played in Villanova, won the national championship there, and also they sent Ersan Ilyasova to Sacramento for Bogdanović. The shooting guard, ESPN said the forward plays for Utah Jazz. I know that much. And then they sent Eric Bledsoe, George Hill, and I believe 3 first-round picks to the New Orleans Pelicans for Jrue Holiday. Let's talk about it. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. So now you have a situation where you have Bogdanović, Chris Middleton, and Jrue Holiday with whatever they got left over there. And let's talk about it. That subscribe button, bell icon button, check the NBA Talk playlist. Don't forget, we did the mock draft yesterday real quick. You can check out Goodfellas Sports TV 2.0 for that. But to be honest, I don't think that's going to be enough. I'm going to tell you why. You know, what has to go along with this is Giannis improving. Giannis got to look at this game and say, I got to learn to play off the ball. He just like LeBron. Need the ball, drive the ball, and then, you know, when he want to kick it, when all the shooters cold and expect them to make it. Everybody seen the playoffs last year, even though the bubble didn't count. Chris Middleton went off once, you know, Giannis wasn't on the floor or he got injured or whatever it was. They got to find an offense that's going to feature Giannis posting up, that's going to feature Giannis hitting the mid-range jumper, who, you know, and they have to find a way to let Jrue Holiday, Bogdanović, and Chris Middleton create offense for Giannis. But it's hard to create offense for a guy who don't really have no offensive arsenal but going to the bucket and laying it up. They got to get him flashing in the post, posting up. They got to get him up, coming off curls, pin downs. You know what I'm saying? And also, he got to be able to trust his teammates. He got to be able to put him and Holiday in a pick and roll, Bogdanović in a pick and roll situation. And he got to let people create his offense for him. You know, and that's just the goddamn truth. And maybe they better off playing him at the 4 next year. You know, he wanted to get the ball and drive it up the court. And during the playoffs, people are going to pack in on that. So, to be honest, they might be better firing Mike Budenholzer and bringing in somebody that can run an offensive system that's going to get the most out of Giannis. Giannis is going to have to sit there and take the mid-range jumper, get a floater, post-game. He got to do that. He ain't LeBron. You know what I'm saying? Well, LeBron can handle the ball and make everybody better. No. The reason why Eric Bledsoe got traded because he wasn't allowed to be a point guard. Eric Bledsoe got traded because he didn't stay healthy, but he became a glorified spot-up shooter, and that's not Eric Bledsoe's game. You know, the reason people mad at Middleton is because Middleton is just, you know, demoted to a catch-and-shoot player. They got to find an offense that's going to get everybody involved. Giannis is a good player, but to be great, he's going to have to learn how to shoot a mid-range jumper, post up, turn around, you know, over the left shoulder, over the right shoulder, elbow shot, floater. He has to become better offensively. And when he becomes better offensively, when they can't just pack the paint and they do an offense where it involves Bogdanović, Bledsoe, and Middleton, they're going to be better. But to be honest, I got more faith in Brooklyn intact. Now, if they get James Harden, I don't know. Not a fan of Miami. I just think it was a blip last year. They not that good. All right. So, I think Boston is the team. They able to get a center like Steven Adams and Andre Drummond. I think that's the team to beat next year, or Brooklyn, depending on what they do. If they get James Harden, I don't see that working. Him and Kyrie, no defense in the backcourt. They might give up. That's just like putting Chris Paul, motherfucker, back there in Houston with him. I just don't ideally see that working. You know, I like the way they put together now. Trey Spencer did with it for somebody, and I don't know what he's working at. And that's how you do it. You know, but also I heard Robert Covington got traded to Portland last night. I think for Trevor Ariza in Portland first, so that's a good move for Portland, but I just don't think it's enough, even with Melo coming back and Jokic being healthy. But for Bucks, they can do it. Jrue Holiday gonna be better defensively. Obviously, him and Middleton gonna be the best backcourt. And the lead, they're probably gonna bring Bogdanović off the bench, which ain't no problem. He instant offense off the bench. Robin Lopez opted out, so that ain't no big deal. He wasn't doing nothing over there, no way. Quite frankly, I think they right there in the mix. Just depend on what Giannis do. If you learn he out there trying to shoot threes, like, dude, the game don't work. You 7 foot, post the fuck up. You feel me? Post up. Master your post game. Master the mid-range game. Master the floater game. That's all he got. He ain't got to take threes. They can't pack the paint in from the three-point line. If he just learned to just take the mid-range shot, get a push shot, get a post game, he'd be unstoppable. They would have to double-team him in the post. He kick it out, and somebody shoot it, or swing it and somebody shoot it. It's easy. The dude just want to take the ball off the rebound, or get it off or somebody pass to him in fast break and just go to the rim. Like, dude, that's not gonna work in the playoffs. Now you get it off the bounce and shoot a mid-range jumper, then they like, okay. So then they got to start respecting that mid-range jumper. But like I said before, if they going to win anything in Milwaukee, it's going to be because he changed. Because he going to have more arsenal. He come back next year, the same thing. It ain't much Milwaukee got to do. Bledsoe, okay, when he wasn't healthy, he didn't fit well with them. A lot of people got mad at Middleton. It's because Giannis, you got to make these dudes better. You got to add to your game. You know, they got to have a better offense where dudes is moving and backdoor cutting and getting easy buckets. If he not going to improve offensively. If he going to improve offensively, they ain't got to do. They can post up, you know, put him in a situation where he can get to the rim off a curl, get a floater, man, they offense is just him getting the ball, driving and kicking. Like, dude, that shit ain't going, that's just as bad as what James Harden was doing in Houston. You know what I'm saying? So it got to be a situation where they put him in pick and rolls, they moving him without the ball. They got to let Holiday handle the ball, Middleton, Bogdanović handle the ball. He got to be moving off screens, catching it, popping, shooting it, catching it, driving, you know, getting to a sweep spots, mid-range, floater. Like, that's what they got to do. It's just him dribbling the ball. Milwaukee not going to win. Only way he going to win if he go to Golden State, because he could pound the ball, go to the rim, kick it out the clay, he could shoot it. So if he don't want to add to his game and he don't want to get better, go to Golden State, to be honest, because all you got to do is put a shoulder down, because they can't pack the paint on him there. They pack the paint in here. Klay Thompson, bam. Steph Curry, bam. You know what I'm saying? They pack the paint there. That's his best fit, to be honest. I think Allen Iverson was right. But if he want to get better and he want to be able to win a championship with the guys he got, it's possible. It starts with him. You out there shooting threes, like, dude, like, him and Ibaka is idiots. Post up. You 7 foot. What's wrong with posting up? You post up, you command a double team, kick it out. They stay on you, bucket, hook, Scott hook, bucket, turn the gun, cheat, bucket. Like, dude, he'd be unstoppable on the post. He don't have to play there exclusively. But once he find how easy it is to get buckets, man, he going to end up with 30, 40 points every night easy. Put him in pick and roll, pick and pop, bam, bucket, roll, alley-oop. Like, dude, it's easy. Let Holiday handle the ball. You do some heat, you know, he can pick and roll with Middleton or somebody else. Giannis cut to the basket, easy bucket. Take the ball out of his hand a little bit, so the offense won't be so predictable. Offense is predictable. Oh, here come Giannis charging down the lane. Charge. Let's pack the paint. All we do, man, he can't even shoot a baby hook. Come on. It's easy, man. Quite honestly, this doesn't work unless Giannis works. So if Giannis don't want to add on his game correctly, he don't learn how to post up, how to shoot the mid-range jumper, how to shoot the floater, and he don't want to move it out the basketball, I would trade him then. If I come back to camp and I see that he ain't improved his game and he's still trying to shoot threes, trade the motherfucker. Trade him. Trade him where you want to go to, straight up and down. And save yourself the headache. Because if he don't want to improve, Golden State is the place for him. Yup, that's what it is. If he don't want to improve, Golden State is the place for him. Straight up and down. And Holiday is going to bring better defense. You know, but then again, let him do what he do. Let him create. Let him handle the rock. Same thing with Middleton. You see when Middleton and Bledsoe play without Giannis, they was able to offensively get in the rhythm and do some things. With Giannis, you know, everybody playing off a guy who limited. You can play off LeBron. LeBron can hit the floater. LeBron can finish. LeBron can shoot the mid-range. He can turn the gun now. He can shoot the three. Ain't no problem with that. He can do everything. But Giannis, what can he do besides go to the rim and dunk and take charge and get charges? Nothing. You know, he out here taking three-pointers like the mid-range, the elbow don't exist. When is he going to post up? Feature him in the post. Budenholzer is just, he don't not a good offensive coach. And there ain't too many good offensive coaches that's left in the game no more. Very, very limited offensive coaches left in the game. You know, but quite frankly, if they wanted to work, Giannis got to change. That's it. But apparently James Harden turned down a record 2-year extension with the Rockets for $50 million apiece. And basically the rumor is he trying to go to the Brooklyn Nets. He posted a video on social media, which I thought he wasn't even on social media, saying cap. So he didn't sign an extension. He go to Brooklyn. I said this before. I don't think it's gonna work. I think they better the way they is. You got Caris LeVert who could defend. I think trading Spencer Dinwiddie is the only thing they need to change. They right. You need some defenders. You need some shooters. You can't have a backcourt with Kyrie and James Harden. Who gonna defend? You don't know what Kevin Durant gonna come be like next year. He looked good in workouts, but 72 game schedule. And also, my whole thing is like, you good the way y'all is. I know Caris LeVert got some injury issues, and that might be an issue if you're gonna trade him. Trade him for somebody that can 3 and D, because he can defend his position. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you need. You need somebody in the backcourt with Kyrie who can defend. Just like Steph Curry got Clay. And that's wrong with Damian Lillard. One of the reasons he ain't got nobody in the backcourt that can defend. You need somebody that can get down there that can get a stop. And, Brooklyn want to do it. That's going to bring a lot of cachet. Obviously, they're not going to be able to fill out the roster. But, if they want to do it, they're going to have to outscore people. And then you're going to have to lean on, either keeping Jared Allen, DeAndre Jordan down there to defend the bucket. You got to depend on Kevin Durant being Superman defensively like he was in Golden State. And keep Joe Harris to hit them shots. But they got Tyrese Prince still, right? So might work. You still got Prince. He can lock down and defend. Sheesh. I don't think they got Allen Crabbe no more. But they got some people that can defend. So, it may work. Prince and Allen or Jordan is gonna be the key. Because ain't no other defense out there. Me personally, I wouldn't do it. If I wanted to get rid of Caris LeVert and I really get rid of Spencer Dinwiddie, I would go a different direction. You know what I'm saying? I probably would go the direction of, I'm really looking for a long 3 and D type of dude next to Kyrie. And I probably look for Dinwiddie, somebody to really kind of fill out my roster a little bit with, that come out the bed. Bogdanović would have been perfect for Brooklyn, but he went to Milwaukee. But like I said before, man, James Harden turning that down. I mean, I think Philly a better fit for him. Obviously, they want something more than Ben Simmons. Maybe Ben Simmons pick this year, next year. And they got Josh Allen, Tobias Harris to give. So maybe something like that. And you bring James Harden. You put him there with Philly. But once again, I said this before about Philly. Until Joel Embiid block in and come in and cut weight, it ain't going to matter. Because he would have to carry James Harden in the playoffs. And it's not going to happen. But other places to be good for him. Sheesh. Portland would be a good place for him. Jesus, man. Obviously, Milwaukee made their move. I think I'm guessing Portland. Portland or Brooklyn or Philadelphia, I'm guessing. But, I think he really won the championship. And, if he want to go out east, and that's the scenario, can't get mad at him. Maybe Denver. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Denver do something. They got a lot of, pieces to bring Harden there. Maybe that'll work. We seen Nikola Jokic come in big in the playoffs. We seen Michael Porter Jr. come up big in the playoffs. They got some young pieces. Bola, Will Barton, Gary Harris. If they really wanted to go to another level, we know Murray and Jokic can come up big in the playoffs, so they can carry James Harden. So that might be an underrated place for Harden to go ahead and get the job done out there in Denver. But that's a lot of money to turn down, $50 million a year. But he got money. He got to shoot with Iverson. He got to deal with Reebok. James got money. Not sure how, good he is with his money, but he got money. I think at this point, he looking for a win. But, with Brooklyn, if they can defend as a team better, and they got a couple coaches that don't know shit about defense, Mike D'Antoni and Steve Nash. If they can defend better, they can find a way to team defend. Kyrie and Kevin Durant could take the big shot. All James Harden got to do is play his role, but do Kevin Durant really want to play with James Harden after what happened in the finals and him choking and him historically continuously choking in Houston again? I don't know. But maybe Kevin Durant feel like he go over the hump. But then again, if they bring over James Harden, once again, that kind of diminishes Kevin Durant's to a lot of people, to his haters, diminishes his career, because a lot of people gonna say, so you got another super team, but James Harden ain't won shit. But hey, it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request. All my social media links in the description. Twitter's the fast way, then Facebook, then Instagram. Also got a Facebook group that links in the description. If you want to advertise on the channel, hit me up. Got good rates. Want to make a financial donation to the channel? Cash App CJGood313. PayPal link in the description. Appreciate the love and support. Share the video, subscribe button, bell icon. Best way to donate. We go.